about to show y'all why people like LeBron James, just to name a few, we're gonna just talk about him right now because the situation that I'm about to address. But this is why most black athletes need to shut up and dribble. This coming from a black man, right? Because all they do is a bunch of virtual signaling. That's all they do. They do not care about black people. Let's get that out there right now. These athletes such as LeBron James, Colin Kaepernick, and these so-called um, athlete activists, virtual signalers, can care less about black people. You just said, now I'm gonna let y'all listen to it for yourself about how LeBron James says that, oh, he has power and a platform, but you're never gonna hear him use his power and his platform to address the things that is really affecting the black community, like fatherless homes, abortion, which we lead in. 50% of the crime in America is committed by blacks. We only account for 13% of the population. Black on black crime. LeBron James, with his so-called power and platform that he's about to talk about, never uses it to talk about those things. Only to virtual signal dealing with so-called race baiting subjects. Now, here what I'm about to bring up is an interview he's been interviewed up. I'm guessing after the game and at a press conference, and he asked the reporters, "Why didn't anyone ask me about the Jerry Jones photo?" Well, first of all, why would they ask you about Jerry Jones photo of a picture when he was 14 or 15, 65 years ago? And then he likens it to what Kyrie was going through a couple weeks ago. First of all, whatever Kyrie was going through first couple weeks ago, the situation Kyrie did, Kyrie posted a video being fake woke. He posted a video on his page that had information in it that he said, not me, he said he didn't all the way agree with. And therefore, if you don't all the way agree with something or a person or whatever it may be, you don't get behind it. And by you putting that on your page, you saying that I agree with everything in there. I don't want to hear it. That's what it is. Just like I tell Christians all the time, y'all shouldn't be voting Democrat because the policies of pro-LGBT, pro-abortion. Well, we don't stand by that. But yes, you do. If you vote for somebody cause if you vote for somebody, because they skin color or whatever reason, but they do got things that go against the so-called God that you create, that you serve, because it's not the same God I serve. The God I serve wouldn't allow me to continue to vote for the Democratic Party. But that's another story. That's not what this conversation about. It's about LeBron, the dumb James. And it's so crazy how these people always do this. And it got to the point where, and I might touch on that in another video, until people all the way in other countries, the Iranian um guy at a press conference asked one of our players, how does it feel to be discriminated against in our country, which is it's not true. It's just not true. Does it happen? Yes, but as overall, it's not true. However, these people don't care about black people. So what they need to do, LeBron James is a great, 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 great basketball player. Arguably one of the best. Arguably the best. Colin Kaepernick, I wasn't gonna say he's a great quarterback, but he was good enough to be in the NFL and take a team to a football team. And I can go on and on. I remember Derrick Henry a couple months ago. He had a suit pre-game and they showed his outfit, and it was all of the people who got killed by police. And it's just so crazy because it's like, why y'all do all this virtual signaling? Like, how about y'all all come together and speak on what's really bothering the black community? Like the things I mentioned earlier, such as fatherless home, black on black crime, lead in abortion. We ourselves, black women, lead in abortion. Over 1,500 kids are killed in the womb every day. So black women alone have killed a whole generation in the womb. But we talking about this dumb stuff, and it's the same thing they did with it. The same thing LeBron did with the Breonna Taylor situation, running his mouth for no evidence. Same thing he did with the young lady who got shot by the police because she was about to stab another young lady. Had that been LeBron's daughter, he'd have wanted that to happen. And yet now we talking about Jerry Jones. And like going back to what I said, you bringing Jerry Jones up for something he did 65 years ago when he was a 14, 15-year-old adolescent. And he, like I say, he didn't even do nothing in the picture. Clearly in the picture, Jerry Jones is just, he's an onlooker. You know what I'm saying? He's an onlooker. What was he supposed to do? Go jump in front of all these other white dudes and say, hey, I'm letting them come because I'm going to be an owner in a few thousand, couple hundred, a couple of years from now. And I'm going to, no, he just was an onlooker. He had no participation in that event. So it needs to go away because it's a nothing burger. What Kyrie did is not the same as this. Kyrie is a grown man who didn't take the necessary steps to look at and do his due diligence before posting that movie. Because if he would have, the thing that he don't agree with, he would have probably withheld from posting it because he don't agree with everything in it. And so for LeBron James to compare the two shows why basketball players need to just shut up and dribble because all they do is virtual signal. So I'm going to let you hear what LeBron had to say, and I'm going to chime in afterwards.
I was wondering why I haven't gotten a question from you guys about the Jerry Jones photo. But when the Kyrie thing was going on, you guys were quick to ask us questions about that.
Okay.
Hold on. And I don't even want you guys to say nothing. When I watched Kyrie talk, and he says, I know who I am, but I want to keep the same energy when we're talking about my people and the things that we've been through. And that Jerry Jones photo is one of those moments that our people, black people, have been through in America. And I feel like as a black man, as a black athlete, as someone with power and a platform, when we do something wrong or something that people don't agree with, I was wondering why I have it's on every single tabloid, every single news coverage. It's on the bottom ticker. It's asked about every single day. But it seems like to me that the whole Jerry Jones situation photo, and I know it was years and years ago and we all make mistakes, I get it. But it seemed like it's just been buried under like, oh, it happened. Okay, we just move on.
As it should.
It's on every.
So I want to finish my commentary on this. The thing about it is this. First of all, LeBron James live around white people. The majority of people who employed to work for him invested in all these things. I'm almost positive. I don't have proof, but I'm almost positive are white people. So I would ask you to leave Jerry Jones out your mouth. Jerry Jones have, once again, as I recorded in the video yesterday, Jerry Jones has provided for and helped more black families have generational wealth than you will ever do, LeBron. This is a nothing burger. As you can see in the picture right here, Jerry Jones is 3 or 4 rows back as an innocent 14-year-old adolescent looking. So stop trying to make something out of nothing, comparing it. Because if you want to be honest, you really threw Kyrie under the bus. Let's be honest about it. But now you're trying to make up for that in virtual signal. Let it go, bro. Shut up and dribble. Do what you good at. Being an activist is not what you good at. And once again, another thing, I want to go back to this, and I made a video about this probably about 2 years ago, for the Jacob Blake situation. And I'm gonna show you how these people don't care about black people and how they just want a virtual signal. And they know most black people are so emotional and can't think for themselves. So black people see them and be like, yeah, LeBron said something. LeBron standing for us. No, he not. LeBron is the most powerful, probably, and like I said, in my opinion, the best basketball player ever played, and he got influence. LeBron James could have said, hey, we not playing no more games until y'all, which is, I don't think the officer who shot Jacob Blake, I don't feel like he was wrong. Was it excessive? I agree it was excessive, but you went to your car, Jacob Blake, to grab something. The cop didn't think it was a lollipop that you was giving him, so he shot. He did what he had to do to protect himself. Situation with Breonna Taylor, that's another story that I might have to dive into later. But you wore a hat, LeBron James, at one of the press conferences saying arrest the cops who killed Breonna Taylor, which was like a spinoff of the Make America Great Again hats. If you really cared about these things, you and the other athletes that virtual signal, y'all do what Kaepernick did. Well, I'm not even gonna say what Kaepernick did because Kaepernick was not no factor at the point when he started doing that. He was benched, I believe. But if you care so much about them, Breonna Taylor officers getting arrested at that particular time, or the officer getting arrested for Jacob Blake at that particular time, or a situation like this, you know what you would do, LeBron? You would say, you know what? I'm getting together with some of my NBA friends, and we will not play another game. We will not one game like y'all did for the Jacob Blake boycott. One game, y'all would boycott the NBA. Let them just have the white players and the Mexican players. Since y'all say y'all the best in the NBA and the NBA is dominated by black people, which is of course it is, say we not playing basketball no more. We not playing basketball, football. The ones who in the NFL who want to call themselves virtual signaling. Say y'all not playing no more. Say y'all done. Y'all don't want no more money. Y'all not playing until said officer get arrested for said situation. But you know what, LeBron? You're not gonna do that because you don't care about black people. You just want a virtual signal. That's all you want to do. And also, if you cared about black people, every press conference you would say it. Hey, black. Same thing with this clown Colin Kaepernick. Hey, black people. I got, like you just said, you got power in a platform. Hey, I'm using my platform today to say that I support Roe v. Wade being overturned, and I think black people should stop killing their babies because they lead in the nation of doing that. Black people should stop killing each other. Black people, black men, y'all need to stay in y'all homes and raise y'all children instead of making 6 baby mamas and leaving these women to be raise these kids on their own. If you cared about black people, that's what you would say, LeBron. So in retrospect, this is why LeBron James and the rest of these athletes, aka virtual signalers, aka SJWs, need to just shut up and dribble. I'm out. Thank you for listening. Till next time.